A mirror isn't just glass.
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
It's not a reflection.
Bloody Mary.
It's a gateway.
When you look into a mirror, you see yourself. But what if someone behind your reflection is watching you too? What if every time you come closer, you're getting closer to the edge between worlds? People say a mirror is like a portal. Not a real one. It opens in a different way. It opens inside you.
You stand, looking at your copy, and suddenly you think, what if this isn't me?
What? What if behind the glass there is something that's been pretending to be you for a long time, waiting for the moment you turn away, weaken, hesitate, so it can come true? Ancient magic forbade placing a mirror across from the bed. While you sleep, your soul may leave your body, and if the mirror is open, it may never come back. Some mediums still use mirrors to get into a trance. They say you can use a reflection to talk to the dead and even hear their voices. But sometimes you hear someone you didn't mean to call.
A mirror remembers everything. Every fear, every tear, every death that happened nearby.
Today you will find out why a mirror isn't just glass. Why witches, wizards, even kings were afraid of it. And why, if you say the name Bloody Mary in front of a mirror, she will come.
In many cultures, a mirror isn't just something to look at, but a doorway to another world. For centuries, people thought a mirror wasn't just glass, but a kind of gateway that could let something from the other side come through.
Mirrors have been tied to magic and witchcraft in many cultures. It was believed that a mirror could connect to a person's soul, that it held a reflection of their true self. But if you broke a mirror, you will set free whatever was trapped inside, bringing years of bad luck and sorrow. In ancient Greece, mirrors were used for prophecy. In Egypt, they were placed in tombs, so the soul could see itself. In China, mirrors were thought to scare away evil spirits because they showed their true form. But if the reflection ever flickered, it means someone was inside. It's said that mirrors can capture the souls of the dead. In England and some other countries, people used to cover up the mirror when someone died. Why? Because they believed if the soul saw itself, it wouldn't live, it would get trapped in the mirror.
Once, in an old house at the edge of town, lived a family. A father, a mother, and their little boy. The boy was cute. He liked to sit by the window and watch the rain. The house seemed normal, except for one thing: a big mirror in the living room, dark wood frame, old, like it remembered things. Then something terrible happened. The boy died. They said it was an accident. In all the shock and sadness, the family forgot one old tradition. They didn't cover the mirrors. Time passed. The house stayed quiet. But neighbors began to notice strange things. At first, just shadows in the mirror. At night, if you walked past the living room, the reflection didn't show an empty room. It showed someone standing there, small, like a child, still and staring. Then people began to realize no one had ever seen the boy again. Not at the funeral, not after, no crying, no toys. As if he had vanished. Only a shadow remained, a reflection. They say that at night, if you walk into that room, you can still see the little boy in the mirror. He stands behind the glass, watching, waiting. Sometimes he smiles, sometimes he cries.
After that, the house has been empty. No one dares to touch the mirror. No one covers it. It's like if you try, he might come out. In science fiction, mirrors are sometimes seen as gateway to other worlds. This idea is in many horror stories, a mirror as a door to the mirror world, where everything is the opposite. Some legends say people who end up to the mirror world lose themselves. Their reflection becomes their double and sometimes takes their place. The phrase mirror world became popular of Lewis Carroll and his book Through the Looking Glass. But the idea of a world behind the glass goes way back. In the mirror world, everything might seem familiar, but with small or big differences. Reverse writing, people swapping places, and strange things happening. There are stories that say a person's soul can accidentally fall into the mirror world and never come back. Some people believe ancient beings live behind the glass and watching us. Sometimes they even come true. That's one way to explain weird things that's happening with mirrors. In the 1970s, a man named Tomasz in Poland told a scary story. After staring into a mirror for too long, he felt his mind sleep. He found himself in a room that looked like his, but everything was grey. And in the mirror, he saw himself, but with no face. He made it back, and after that, he never looked in the mirror for more than a few seconds. There is also a story from Argentina. A young girl supposedly spoke to herself in the mirror, but her reflection didn't act the same. It smiled when she was sad, and one day it just wouldn't move.
When someone stares at their reflection for a long time, especially in a dark room, their mind starts to play tricks. This is called the Troxler effect. If you look into your eyes in low light, your face starts to change. Shadows, shapes, and expression blur. The brain gets scared and makes a monster.
Now imagine this. You are standing in front of a mirror, a candle flickers, and with a shaking voice, you whisper, "Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary." This isn't just a kid's scary story. It's real, it's bloody, and it's been around for centuries.
Queen Mary I, Bloody Mary, Mary Tudor, the first crowded Queen of England, daughter of Henry VIII and Catherine of Aragon. She ruled from 1553 to 1558. Her goal was to bring Catholicism back and get rid of people who didn't believe in it. More than 300 people were burned at the stake. That's why she is called Bloody Mary. Not many know this. Mary had false pregnancies. Her body changed, but no baby ever came. Doctors didn't know why. They say she died, thinking she was cursed. Some say she never left, that her soul is trapped in a mirror, watching, waiting, ready for revenge.
But there are two more creepy stories about who Bloody Mary really was. One version says Mary was a witch. She was accused of witchcraft, beaten and burned. Before she died, she cursed her murderers, said she'd come back. Now they say she lives in mirrors, and her rage never burned away.
The creepy story says Mary was a mother who either lost her child or took its life. Now she searches for it from beyond. And if you stand in front of the mirror, she might see something familiar in you. Or worse, she might think you are the reason it's gone.
This isn't just a campfire story. It's a ritual, burned from pain, rage, and the need for revenge. Urban legend says, if you say the name Bloody Mary in front of a mirror, she will come. There are lots of ways to do the ritual. In the dark with just a candle, say her name 3, 5, or even 13 times. Some people say you have to spin, others say just look into her eyes in the mirror. Different countries have their own versions. In the United States and Canada, it's the classic mirror and candle. In Italy and Spain, they call her La Llorona or Maria Baba. In Japan, it's Hanako-san, a ghost girl in school bathrooms. But the goal's the same, to call her. They say if you do it right, she shows up, and if you see her, there's no way back. Most people describe her the same way. A woman in an old dress, a twisted, painful face, empty or black eyes, and blood in her face, hands, even across the mirror.
A girl in the USA broke down after the ritual. She said, "She touched my face!" In the United Kingdom, a teenager glowed out his own eyes, so he'd never see her again. Online, people share stories like, "She appeared! I haven't slept since."
Why does Mary come? Some people think it's just a trick of the mind, a mirror illusion in the dark. Your brain gets scared of your own reflection. But once you see her, you are never the same. That's why mirror rituals at night are so dangerous. You never know, is it just your imagination or is she really behind you? Would you risk calling Bloody Mary in your mirror? Let me know in the comments. And if you like these creepy stories, don't forget like and subscribe to the channel. There is a lot more scary and interesting content waiting for you. Take care and don't look behind you. See you soon.